Hello everyone, how are you? So welcome to Diksha Karnataka YouTube channel. You are watching Chakravyuh series where I am going to discuss the most important MCQ for the chapter electric charges and fields. So I know many of you are waiting for this series where we are solving physics MCQs which you might feel little difficult to answer. So here I am live with all of you to answer these questions. Answer the questions from the chapter electric charges and field, that is the first chapter of your second PU. It is a very important chapter as well. And now before I start, I have a few requests for you. First of all, share this video link with your friends, whoever is you think that might helpful for them. Okay, share with them, ask them to join. So as soon as we hit some students are coming online, I will start the session. So if you are joining late and watching this video, then definitely you should also watch the entire video. Do not skip it, but till the video is live, till then you can go into the live section. Later on you can come back and watch the initial sections. So I want to tell you before I start few things about the questions that I have selected. The questions are selected based on three things. What are the three things? First of all, the questions are selected from your most important sample paper question board, question bank, sample question banks shared by your PU board. So if you are aware that currently 2024-2025 PU board has shared a question bank with all of you, and so based on that question bank, most important questions I have selected. Apart from that, some questions are selected from your sample question paper, model question paper. Basically there are three model question paper, you know. So from there I have taken some questions are taken from previous year questions, and some questions which I felt was important while doing the series Decode NCERT. I have done Decode NCERT series as well. So during that time I have selected a few questions as well from there. So from your NCERT book, from your model question paper and previous year question paper, and question bank from your PU board, these are the three main sources for these questions. Also, I know many of you are currently having your pre-board exams. So if your pre-board exam for physics is over or not, please let me know in the comment below. I will check. Good evening everyone. ADDY and ordinary boy, good evening to everyone. So let me know if your pre-board exam is over for physics or not. There will be a pre-board paper discussion for Bangalore South students. We have received the question paper and we have done an analysis which will release today later in the day. So I have already recorded that video, and if you have any doubt, any questions from that also, you can ask me right now. Yeah, Addy Place says yes, it is over. Shivani says hello sir, today I was having my pre-board exam. Today is physics paper. Oh, okay, today you have given your physics paper. That means I hope it was good, and tell me how was it. It is good or bad, Shivani, Addy, and if my Brahmastra series helped you or not, because when I was doing the analysis of Bangalore South paper, at least 80% of the questions are directly from my Brahmastra series, so you could score easily 80%. Numerical questions also are from my Brahmastra series, so that is a very good big satisfaction for my side, because students often struggle with numericals. And again, after this Chakravyuh is over, once this MCQ series is over, all the questions will be covered by us. You can check any of my videos, all the videos, all the series, you can score out of centum in your PU board exam. Okay, we will also help you to clear your practical exam, which is soon. From next month onward, the practical exams will be coming. So everything will be clear for your PU board. Okay, then we will start with your CET preparation. Everything will be done. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you have not yet subscribed. Right now, I see many students are coming live. So let's start with the MCQ series. So I was waiting so that you can join. So first question, boys and girls, there is one request. I will give you some time to answer the question. I will read the question for you, and then I will give you some time. When answering, mention the question number and the solution. Okay. So, if you are answering this question, suppose question number 1 and the correct answer is say option D. So, you have to mention 1D in the comment so that I can read and I can check if you are correct or not. So, let me read the question first. When a glass rod is rubbed with silk cloth will lose electrons to the glass rod will lose electrons to the silk cloth, glass rod acquires negative charge, silk acquires positive charge. So, now which of the option you think is the correct answer? One of them is correct answer, rest of them are incorrect. I will tell you, even if you do not know this kind of answer questions, suppose you have not studied glass rod and silk cloth question. So, how can you answer? The answer is hidden inside the option itself. So, you have to analyze that then answer. Let me see what do you think is the answer. Hi Shankar, 33, I do not know what is the meaning of that, sir. I got only 3 MCQs correct. Shivani, do not worry Shivani, after watching this series definitely you will get 15 out of 15 in MCQs, do not worry, that is my guarantee. Okay. Sandeep Nayak, are you not able to hear me? Is anyone option C, Addy places says option C. Okay, let us see. And no cheating please, no cheating, you have to answer it from the lecture itself. But Addy, as I said, you have to mention 1 C, right, 1 C. If you think C is the correct answer, then you have to mention 1 C. Okay. Now, let me analyze the options for you. Silk cloth will lose electrons to the glass rod. If this happens, silk cloth lose electron. So, silk cloth will become positive and glass rod is gaining the electrons, that means glass rod will be negative, right. So, if silk cloth is losing electrons, that means silk cloth is becoming positive, glass rod is gaining electron, that is it is becoming negative. What else? Option B, glass rod will lose electrons to the silk cloth. So, what will happen? If glass rod lose electrons, then it will become positive, losing electron means becoming positive, okay. And silk cloth is gaining the electron, so silk cloth will become negative. Clear? Any doubt in this? Right? My portfolio says you teach very well, thank you, thank you. Now, option C, let us see the option C, glass rod acquires negative charge. So, glass rod acquires negative charge means it is gaining negative charge, gaining electron. So, glass rod gaining electron means what will be its charge? Its charge will be negative, right. Silk cloth acquires positive charge, that means it is actually losing electrons. So, basically it is saying it will become positive. Now, if you see all the options, okay, if you see all the options, glass rod is negative in option A, glass rod is negative in option C as well. Silk cloth is positive in option A, silk cloth is positive in option D. So, same option, option A, option C, option D, they are same, right. Now, one question cannot have multiple correct answer, only one answer can be correct, right. So, even if you do not know that glass rod is positive and silk cloth is negative, you can still analyze the options one by one, because you get a lot of time to answer these questions. Okay. So, basically you can say that option B is the correct answer, not option C. I am sorry, Addy and Shivani, they answered option C. Anyone answered C again? No. Thank you, my portfolio. Addy and Shankar answered C. No, option C is not correct. Option B is the correct answer. So, those who answered C is not correct, option B is correct. Now, you understood why option B is correct. First of all, this is one line. If you remember that glass rod becomes positive when you rub with silk cloth, there is only one experiment there in static electricity in your chapter. So, if you remember that, that is fine. If you do not remember it, then you can analyze the options. Now, in both cases silk cloth is positive, in this both cases glass rod is negative. So, if option C is correct, then option A is what mistake option A has made, both options would be correct, but that is not possible. So, basically what they have done, they have given one wrong option and then they have broken that wrong option into two other options. So, only one option is correct, which is obviously universally truth. They cannot give multiple correct options. This is not JEE advanced exam where multiple correct options is possible. So, this is a PU board exam. So, definitely only one correct option is possible, one unique answer, only one unique answer in this question, that is option A, option B, sorry. Now, let us move on to the next question. We have discussed along about that simple question. Now, question number 2. So, this is a way to answer even if you do not know the answers. Okay. How can you choose the correct options if you do not know the answer? Use your logical thinking. Okay. Logical thinking is very, very important while answering MCQ, and this is true for not only physics, it is true for physics, it is true for chemistry, it is true for biology, it is true for mathematics, it is true for Kannada, English, all the subjects. Okay, if you slightly use analysis, in some cases it is directly especially for language subjects Kannada, English and Hindi, there are some things that you have to remember, but some cases you can use logical analysis to answer, that is very, very important. The electric field at a distance r from infinitely long straight uniformly charged wire is. So, uniformly charged long wire, what is the electric field at a distance r from the rod? Okay. This is a direct question. So, answer this: inversely proportional to r, inversely proportional to cube of r, inversely proportional to square of r, independent of r. Now, answer this question. This is a simple question, easy question. Yes. Array is answered it correctly. Option A, inversely proportional to r, we know that it is electric field is basically proportional to lambda by r, where lambda is the charge density, okay, charge per unit length. So, it is basically proportional to 1 by r. So, electric field, this is a special case, these special cases you have to remember, right. Dipole is one of the special cases, and this long wire is a special case. Another special case is a plane sheet. Okay, in that case it is independent of r, right. Plane charged infinitely long charge sheet, for that it is independent of r, right. So, these are the few special cases that you have to remember. Now, next question, let us see which, and again if you are answering you have to mention the questions. Okay, some of you are coming late, some of you are coming later on. Okay, same question was asked in my pre-board. So, array, if now if the same question is asked in your final exam as well, this will be very helpful, right. So, I hope that the similar questions will come in your PU board final exam as well, right. Let us see which one of the following charges is not possible, and while answering mention question number then correct answer, just salpa kashta for you. So, first you mention the question number, then mention which one is the correct answer. For example, if this question is correct, so 3D, you mention 3D, 3C, 3B, 3A. Okay. Now, what is the correct answer for this question? Students, please answer, anyone. So, which one of the following charges is not possible? So, not possible is basically obviously we know that the smallest possible charge is this. This is the smallest possible charge. So, this is possible, and any other charge has to be integer multiple of this. So, if you multiply this with 1 is 1, if you multiply with this with 2, then you get the second option, right. So, this is also possible. If you multiply the same with say 3, okay, if you multiply with 3, you get 4.806 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. If you multiply it with 4, then you get this one, 6.408 into 10 to the power minus 19. But by multiplying with any integer value, you are not getting this value. So, definitely correct answer is option C. So, this is not possible. Let me say no. 3, 4, Shankar again answered it wrong. Shivani answered it correctly. Array again correct answered it correctly. Reason charge is not quantized. Yes, charge is a quantized term. So, quantized means everything has to be integer multiple of this value. This is not an integer multiple of this. You can try, you can only thing that you have to do, you have to use your calculator. 5.6 divided by 1.6, this is not an integer. This is not an integer. So, in the exam you can check it with other values. So, 3.2 divided by 1.6 is basically 2. So, it is an integer value. This is not an integer, it will be 3 point something. So, that is not an integer. So, you cannot say this is a integer. So, it is not a value that you are expecting. So, this is a this charge is not possible. Now, next question, the electrostatic force between the two charges in vacuum is given by. So, electrostatic force between two charges in vacuum is given by F equals to K Q1 Q2 by R square, where K is Coulomb constant. Obviously, we know that K is called Coulomb constant. Now, what is the value of this thing? So, not only that, you have to also correctly guess the unit of it, okay, because if you see obviously the correct answer we know 9 into 10 to the power of 9, 9 into 10 to the power of 9, 9 into 10 to the power of 9. So, 3 cases they have given 9 into 10 to the power of 9. So, one of them has to be correct, otherwise they would not have given it, right. We know that K is directly 9 into 10 to the power of 9, right. K is basically 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is equals to 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Now, what is the unit? Main question is what is the unit. So, you have to understand what is the unit of this. So, now any answer students? 4A, 4A, who is saying 4A? Shankar. Array is saying 4C. Okay, let us see. Let us see. K is, we know that K is 9 into 10 to the power of 9, not 10 to the power of minus 9. First of all, array, your answer is no wrong. Okay. Yes, this is a negative power. Yes, negative power. So, it is obviously K in 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Then how to do that? So, let me rewrite this equation in terms of units. F is Newton, K is, we do not know the unit of K, Q is Coulomb. So, this is Coulomb, this is Coulomb. So, this is Coulomb square. Now, R is meter. So, meter square. Now, find the unit of K. So, Newton meter square divided by Coulomb square. So, this is the unit of K, right. So, Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So, 4 option A is correct. So, all the students who have answered option A, that is Shankar, Array corrected their answer. So, 4A is definitely the correct answer. Addy also answered 4A. 4A is correct answer. Yes, 4A is the correct answer. Now, let us move on to the question number 5. Okay, again the force, this is again some principle of charges. The force on any charge due to a number of other charges is the vector sum of all the forces that the charge due to the other charges. This statement is called. So, this statement might look little confusing, but it is very easy that a force on a single charge due to multiple charges is the vector sum of all the forces that is acting on it, right. Now, what is the name of this law? Okay, what is the name of this law? This stream will run, I will try to close it by 7. So, another 30-40 minutes it will run, but in case students have some doubts, it might run little longer, but definitely it will be over by 7:30, it will not run more than 7:30. Okay. So, I am trying to communicate with you, if I just give the answers, it will be over in 10-20 minutes, right. I have 30 questions to discuss, but I want to communicate with you, that is why I am trying to take some questions from you, I am trying to take the answers from you. So, you that is why it will be slightly longer, otherwise 30 questions I am going to discuss. Okay. So, each questions 2 minutes on an average, total 1 hour is the duration, but I have a buffer of 30 minutes. I have to end it by 7:30. Some other videos are planned after 7:30. So, I cannot go beyond 7:30, but I will try to close it by 7. Okay. So, be clear about it. I know many of you are having your pre-board exam. So, I will try to close it little early today. Okay. Madhumita, hi Madhumita. Answer saying people are saying option B, 5B. Madhumita, when you are answering, you have to answer the question number, then the option, because a lot of questions are coming. So, do not make me confused, do not get yourself confused. So, so now you have changed the option to option D. Array is saying B, you answered it correctly, principle of superposition of electric forces. So, that is option B is the correct answer, not principle of homogeneity. That is homogeneity is actually chemistry concept, not related to physics. Quantization of principle of charges, no, quantization is not. Additivity of charges is not. Okay, so this is basically principle of superposition of only principle of superposition, and in this case it is electric forces. So, electric forces, right. So, option B is correct, simple question. Now, let us move on to the next question. The direction of electric vector at a point on the equatorial line of a dipole. So, what is the equatorial line? So, student often confuse what is equatorial line. So, this is a dipole plus q minus q, right, and this is the dipole. So, electric field due to the positive charge will be away, electric field due to the negative charge will be in this direction. So, electric field is in this direction, right. So, this is the resultant electric field on the equatorial plane. Okay. Now, what is the direction of dipole moment? That is the important question. If you know that, you can answer this question in one line. What is the direction of dipole moment? 6B. Anaga is saying 6B. Yes. So, dipole moment is from negative to positive. So, negative to positive, dipole moment is in this direction, electric field is in this direction. So, definitely they are in opposite direction. So, dipole moment is always, remember that in physics dipole moment is from negative to positive. In chemistry they use a different sign. So, students sometimes get confused, but in physics it is always clear that it is always from negative to positive. So, electric field for equatorial plane, they are in opposite direction. Electric field when they are on the same axis, they are in the same direction. Okay. So, that is why there is a negative sign comes on this derivation. If you have done this derivation, you know a negative sign comes in here, right. Now, question number 7. Again I know any other students answered yes, no, 6B, 6B, yes, 6B is done. Now, let us answer 7. Now, let us answer question number 7. Dipole moment is a vector quantity which is pointing from minus q to plus q along the axis of an electric dipole. Okay. So, dipole moment is a vector quantity which is pointing from minus to plus q along the axis of a dipole, minus plus q to minus q along the axis of the electric dipole, infinity to minus q, plus q to infinity. Now, if you answered my previous question, if you have seen my previous question, this is a simple one liner question. I am not going to explain because I have explained it in my previous question. So, quickly answer it. Anaga answering correctly, Madhumita is answering correctly, yes. Thank you sir for helping a lot. Adi, thank you, welcome Adi, and thank you also for joining my live stream. So, yes, option A, correct answer is option A, minus q to plus q. I have already explained it. The direction of dipole in physics is minus q to plus q, that is the direction of dipole. Chemistry they take it a different sense, that is why the direction is different. Okay. Now, question number 8. Name the physical quantity. This is a tricky question. Okay, this is a little tricky question. So, answer it after thinking. Name the physical quantity which has the dimensional formula LTA. Okay, LTA. There is one hint I can give, that this question is from the chapter electric charges and field. So, you can ignore anything which is not from this chapter. Okay. So, only one chapter you can ignore, that is capacitance. Capacitance is not from this chapter. So, you can ignore the option capacitance, definitely it is not related to capacitance. Something else you have to identify, what is the dimensional formula for LTA. Anaga, yes, 7A is done. Now, question number 8. Now, answer question number 8. Varija Salyan is saying 8C. Krishna is also saying C. Krishna first answered A. Okay, this is question number 7. That's why I am saying, because see my comments, the way it is streaming, there is a 10-second gap between your answering and my video, because obviously YouTube cannot sync it instantaneously. So that is why I said answer with the question number, so that I can identify which question you are answering, right. So whenever you are answering question 8, mention question 8 with correct option, so that I can identify, okay, you are answering it correctly. Okay, that delay I cannot help it, that is from the from my video, from my studio, it is going to the YouTube server, then it is going to you. So there is a time lag around 10 to 15 seconds gap is there. So that is why by the time you are commenting almost when you are seeing my video. By the time your comment, I am reading your comment, that part is already over. That is why I said please mention the question number. 8C, 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 everyone is saying 8C. Okay, let us see. Yes, dipole moment is the correct answer. In case you are confused, let us divide this quantity. L is length, unit of length, time is time. What is A? A is current, right, ampere. A comes from ampere, that is current. Current is nothing but charge divided by time, charge per unit time. So Q by T, so T cancels, so L into T, Q. So distance into charge, distance into charge is only dipole moment. Line charge density is charge divided by length. Okay, charge is only Q, and capacitance you can calculate, that is a complete different quantity. So only thing that is relevant is dipole moment. So correct answer is dipole moment, and as I said, capacitance is not from this chapter, so you can ignore that quantity. So you I hope most of the students has understood it and answered it correctly. Yes, Krishna, Anaga, Madhumita, Anup, Varijan, everyone is saying Krishna, again everyone is saying 8. So yes, 8C is the correct answer. Let us move on to the next question. Okay. Dash placed in an electric field experiences a force in the direction opposite to the electric field. Okay. So now something is placed in an electric field. Suppose this is the electric field. Let me help you to answer this question. Something is placed in this electric field. What inside this box, so that it experiences a force in the opposite direction of the electric field. Okay, the answer lies with which moves in the opposite direction of electric field. Okay. So now time starts now. Again I will wait for few seconds, then I will check your answers. Okay, Shankar is saying 9A. Okay, Varija is again saying 9A, Shivani 9A, Anaga 9A, Gautam Reddy is saying electron. Yes, Gautam, when you are mention question number 9A, that will be easier for you to type. Krishna again is saying 9A. Yes, Gautam, electron is correct answer. So you have to remember that a negative charge moves in the opposite direction of electric field. Positive charge always moves in the direction of electric field. Okay. Neutron does not move because it is a neutral. Proton is positive charge again, so again it will move in the direction of electric field. Only an electron, or in the exam suppose they change the option to a negative charge. Okay, negative charge. So negative charge will definitely move in the direction opposite to the electric field. So you have to remember the variation of the questions as well, otherwise it will seem that the question is very difficult, right. So you have to remember other variations, the same question that might come in your exam. Now next question, let us move on. Question number 10. When a free electric dipole placed in a non-uniform electric field, the dipole will experience. Very interesting question. This question was asked many a times in your KSET exam was asked once. I have seen this question was asked in some of the college exams as well, and this is a very old KSET question, not super new. So that is why when the KSET was slightly newer, that time this question was there, and this is an easy question actually. It can be answered, and we know that in KSET some easy questions are being asked. So this is an easy question. So what is the answer? 10A, both force and torque. 10A, anyone? Varija, Shankar, Shivani, Gautam, Anup, Krishna. Yes, 10A is the answer. Both force and torque, both force and torque are experienced by the dipole because the field is non-uniform. If it is uniform, then only torque can be experienced, force will be 0, but because it is non-uniform, so only force and torque both can be experienced, okay, in normal case, in general case. But there are two specific cases. I have seen the Bangalore question, Bangalore South question, where they asked if the electric dipole was placed in an electric field, that is a 2 marker question, and what will be the direction of forces. You can check that out, it is given in your NCERT series. Also the video will be live, going live today, so you can check that out, okay. Now both force and the torque, it is the general answer to this question. Now let us move on to the next question. Question number 11. Electrostatic field lines can never form closed loops. This is due to, okay, very interesting question. Electric field lines can never form closed loops. Like if you have seen the magnetic field chapter, there we have seen that magnetic field lines form closed loop, okay. There is a specific reason to it. This is actually the opposite question to that. If you know the answer for that, you can answer this. Electric field lines can never form closed loop. This is due to conservation of charges, conservation of momentum, quantization of electric charges, conservative nature of electrostatic field, okay. Now tell me the answer. Gautam is saying 11D, Varija is saying 11D, Shankar is also saying 11D. Okay, Alia also answered the previous question, 10A, 10A was correct, okay. Any other options, any other thinking? Obviously conservation of charges is not important here, conservation of momentum is also not important here. So the option between these two is the fight. Quantization of electric charges has anything to do with it? Actually no, quantization also does not have anything. So conservative of nature of electric field is the correct answer. Electric field is conserved, that is why they do not form closed loop, okay. If it is not conserved field, then it can form a closed loop, okay. Now magnetic field, in case of magnetic field, outside the magnet there is a different property, inside the magnet is a different property, that is why there is a different reason for that, okay. Now yes, correct answer is conservative nature of electrostatic field. Now let us move on to the next question. 12. SI unit of electric flux is. Now answer this question, I will not answer this question, you have to answer it and I will check it. Question number 12. Question number 12, please. SI unit of electric flask. What is electric flask? Remember that property, from there you can answer it, okay. So electric flask, let me help you. Electric flask is basically E into ds, okay. Electric flask is E into ds for a small surface ds. This is the definition of electric flask, okay. Do not get confused with the other definition which is coming from Gauss's law. From there you will not find the unit given here, okay. All the units are given in terms of Newton, Coulomb, Coulomb, Newton, etc. So that can be only coming from this electric field definition, okay. Yes, Varija, Krishna 12B, Varija 12C, Shivani 12B, okay. Let us see. Electric field, what is the unit for electric field? Electric field is Newton per Coulomb, right. Electric field is force experienced per unit charge. So Newton per Coulomb. Unit of ds is meter square, right. Area, ds means area, area means meter square. So definitely we can see that Newton per Coulomb into meter square, that is option C, not option D. So unfortunately, hello Chaitra, Shankar, you are incorrect, sorry. Varija, oh sorry, that was a different question. 12C, Varija, you are correct. Krishna, you are incorrect, okay. Santosh, Hi Santosh. Chaitra, option C. Yes, option C. Chaitra, when you are answering the question, please mention the question number. As I said, there is a delay between the video and the stream that you are watching. So, you have to mention the question number so that I can understand which question you are answering. Okay, clear? So, whenever you are answering, you have to mention the question number. So, option C is the correct answer. Yes. Let us move on to the next question. Question number 13. Electric field intensity at a distance r from the center of uniformly charged sphere outside the sphere is E. Which of the following is correct? So, electric field intensity at a distance r from the center of, so electric field outside the center of a uniformly charged sphere outside the sphere, obviously at a distance r is greater than, basically what they are trying to say, r is greater than r. Okay. So, it is greater than radius of the sphere, and electric field is given here as E. Now, what they are saying, E is proportional to Q and E is proportional to 1 by R. E is proportional to 1 by Q and E is proportional to 1 by R. E is proportional to Q and E is proportional to 1 by R square. E is proportional to Q and E is proportional to 1 by R cube. Easy question. If you have solved Gauss's law for spherical surfaces, you can answer it. 13C, 13C, any other option? Shankar, 13C, fix 13C, Krishna 13C, Varija 13C, Chaitra 13C. Yes, 13C, we know that electric field for a charged sphere outside the sphere can be considered to be the entire charge concentrated at the center, and the electric field is basically 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. So, definitely it is directly proportional to charge and it is inversely proportional to square of the distance. So, it is formula answer is option C. Now, if it was inside the sphere, in that case electric field would be 0. If it is a conducting sphere, inside the sphere electric field is 0, electric potential is constant. We all know that. If you do not know, please now if you should remember it, that electric field inside the sphere, if it is a conducting sphere, will be 0. Now, question number 14, we have almost reached the halfway point. Rest of the questions are going to be slightly easier. So, the electric field due to an electric dipole at any point on its axis, which is at a distance r, r is greater than length of the dipole. So, basically what they are saying that on the axis, the axial position of a dipole. So, they say this is minus q, this is plus q. We are trying to find electric field here, and this distance r is very greater than this distance. Okay. So, r is greater than a, okay, and what is the electric field looks like. So, what is the proportionality relation? Okay. What is the proportionality relation? Yes, Varija, Shankar, education is the key to unlock our mind, unlocking secrets, leaving fears behind, empowering us to shine. Yes, Shankar, you are such a philosopher, you know. Shankar 14D, Krishna Gumle, Gurunale 14D, Chaitra 14D, Pritama Darshan 14D. Yes, 14D is the correct answer. For dipole, no matter it is along the axis or along the perpendicular bisector, it will be always proportional to 1 by r cube. For perpendicular bisector, it is negative because they are in the opposite direction, but magnitude is proportional to 1 by r cube, right. Now, let us move on to the next question. This is a table based question. Now, you can expect at least one table based question in your PU exam as well, because all the 3 blueprints that we have seen, they have at least one table based question. So, you can expect at least one table based question in your final PU board exam as well. Now, let us see what is the question. Some physical quantities are listed in column 1 and the SI units are listed in column 2. Identify the correct match. So, electric field, electric flask, permittivity, So, I will not tell you the answer, you have to figure it out, what is the unit for electric field, what is the unit for electric flux. Obviously, the common unit, most common units are not given, but there is one thing that most complex term in this thing, that hint I can give you, is the permittivity. Permittivity is the most complex term, right. So, now you tell me the answer, what is the answer for this question. Electric field is, if you have studied electric potential chapter, the other unit, the secondary unit for electric field is known. Normally, electric field for electric field unit is Newton per coulomb, that one we know. There is another unit other than Newton per coulomb, that comes from the definition of this comes from the relationship between electric field and electric potential, right. 15A, I have not checked these options, but I can give me the matchings. Give me the matchings, right, right, like one with which. So, tell me the matchings, one with which, what is the matching for 1, what is the matching for 1, which one is the matching for 1, tell me. This small a, small b, small c, I want, which one I will draw the arrow to from 1, which one I will match. Okay. Krishna Gurnale is saying 1 will be matched with A, 1 is A, or you are answering the question. Again Shankar is typing something, where wisdom meets the sky, education takes me, I touch high canvas of dreams, I paint my art with every brush, a new start. Yeah, Shankar. So, electric field is basically volt per meter. Electric field is volt per meter. If you remember the definition of electric field is basically dV by dx. There is a negative sign, obviously E is equal to minus dV by dx, but unit is unit for dV is volt, unit of dx is meter. So, this is the unit of another unit of electric field. So, definitely 1 is matching with B. Okay. Electric flask, if you multiply this with meter square, then you will get volt per meter. So, definitely this is electric flask, and as I said, the most complex term in this is permittivity. So, permittivity's unit is also complicated, Coulomb square, Newton inverse per meter square, right. So, correct answer is 1 is B, 2 is C, 3 is A. Yes, option A is correct answer. Those who have answered option A is correct, right. Yes, Varija answered it correctly. Yes, 1 B, 2 C and 3 A. Yes, yes. Thank you, Varija. Thank you. Now, let us move on to the next question. Question number 16. The electric field lines never cross each other. This is the statement 1. There are two statements, we have to check what are the statements and what is the explanation. Okay, reason and explanation in a different way. Okay, assertion and reason question. Okay. So, statement 1, the electric field lines never cross each other. Okay. Statement 2, if electric field lines cross each other, the field at the point of intersection will not have a unique direction, which is not possible. Easy question. Okay. I will wait maximum 10 seconds, then I will give the answer. This is directly straightforward question, nothing to explain about. Varija already answered. Kannadiga is saying hi. Yes, hi Kannadiga. 16C, Krishna is saying 16C. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is wrong. Any answers? Any other answers? So, two electric field lines, suppose two electric field lines by chance they broke the law, they cross each other, then what will happen? So, electric field line, we know that electric at any point on electric field line, if you draw a tangent, that tangent represents the direction of electric field at that point, right. That is the uniqueness. Now, electric field line, if I draw a tangent at this point on the line 1, this is line 1, this is line 2. So, if I draw a tangent on line 1, it will be in this direction. If I draw a line or a tangent on line 2, it will be in this direction. Now, both of them are obviously not in the same direction. So, it is not possible to have two different directions of electric field at a single point. That is not the definition of a vector. A vector quantity has only one direction at a given point. Vector quantity cannot have multiple direction at one point. Okay. So, that means that electric field is no longer a vector quantity if they are to cross each other. Okay. If they are to cross each other, electric field will no longer be vector, but that is not possible. Electric field is a vector, we already know that. And in fact, what will happen, this one no one talks about, that actually the electric field will even if there was two electric field previously, the final electric field line will be the sum of these two electric field lines. So, you will not see two electric field lines crossing each other, you will only see the resultant electric field, which will be completely different. So, both statements are correct and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. Yes, 16A is the correct answer. I know many of you have answered it correctly. Sir, but the diagram they intersected given in NCERT. So, that is the explanation. So, here also I have intersected, right. This is to explain you that if this is happening, then there will be two unique direction, which is not possible, right. Now, question number 17. 4 charges are placed at the corners of the square PQRS. So, PQRS, there are 4 corners of a square as shown in the figure. The direction of the resultant electric field at the intersection of the diagonal. So, what is the direction of resultant electric field here? Okay. I think it is easy question. Okay. So, how to answer that? To answer that, imagine that you placed a unit positive charge at the center. Okay. Now, you have to think what are the possible directions. By that time you answer 17C, Shankar is saying 17C towards R, Kannadiga, yes, Varija is also saying 17C, yes, correct answer, yes, 17C is correct. Pratima is also saying 17C. Let me drink some water, I am feeling little thirsty. Okay, okay, yes. So, if you see, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive. So, positive charge, they will attract, they will repel, this charge will repel it along in this direction, this charge will repel along this direction. So, they will cancel each other, right. So, these two are both equal charges. So, they will cancel each other. So, there will be no force along this direction, okay. But this positive, this charge will repel it in this direction, and this charge will attract it along this direction. So, both the charges are acting applying force in the same direction. So, the resultant force is along OR, resultant field is along OR. Okay. So, resultant force and field, they are on the same direction. So, electric field will be towards R. Okay. Easy question. Now, let us move on to the next question. Now, the following figure shows the electric field of the two charges where Q1 is positive, Q2 is negative, Q1 is negative, Q2 is positive, both charges are positive, both charges are negative. Quickly answer this. Shankar, answer the question first, answer the question, then at the end you can mention this beautiful philosophical things at the main comment below. I will get some time to read it. Okay. Do not disturb in our live class chat. Here only you are allowed to answer the questions, okay, not philosophical discussion you can have at the end of the video. Once the video is over, you can mention in the comment, main comment. I will get some time, I will read it, okay, definitely, and I will reply it. Okay. Yes, Shankar is saying 18C, both charges are positive. Yes, see, if you see both the lines, it is easy question, this is the easiest question, all the lines are going away. So, all the lines are going away means definitely they are positive charges. So, definitely option C is the correct answer, right. Now, let us move on to the next question. This is slightly tricky question. So, but easy question, again easy question, which of the following shows the electric field lines due to an electric dipole? Yes, Karnataka, when you are answering, no, answer the question number, okay. Question number, like others are answering, Krishna, Pratima, Shankar, they are answering with the question number. So, answer with question number, because as I said, by the time you answered, I have already moved to question number 19. So, I will be not be knowing which one you are answering. So, I will say okay, question number 19 option C, which is incorrect, right. So, do not answer just like option A, B, C, answer with the question number, that will be helpful for me to identify which question you have answered. Easy question, again question number 19, Pratima, Karnataka, 19B, yes, 19B, Pratima 19B, Varija 19B, Karnataka 19B, yes, 19B is the correct answer. Answer is very simple, this is for a positive charge, this is some random charge distribution, this option A and option B are possible candidates, this is we already have seen, these are both are positive charges, this is some random charge distribution, not uniform. So, basically Q1 and Q2 are not same in this case. In this case Q1 and Q2 are same, that is why the lines are very symmetrical. So, if you put a dotted line here, you will see that both lines are symmetrical along this. So, definitely option B is the correct answer. Now, let us move on to the next question. So, guys, I have to finish this quickly. So, answer them quickly. Question number 20, the given figure is related to Gauss's law in electrostatic, epsilon phi equals to Q by epsilon naught, where Q is equals to. So, what is the Q in this case? So, Gaussian surface, this is the Gaussian surface, okay, this is the Gaussian surface, okay. Now, answer this correctly, easy question, Varija already answered 20D, anyone else, Pratima also answered 20D, any other options, Karnataka 19B, yes, 19B was correct for the question number 19, yes. Question number 20 now, time for question number 20, yes, your time is getting over now, not starting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, those who have answered option D is correct. Why option D is correct? So, Gauss's law talks about the charge enclosed by the surface. What is the total charge enclosed by the surface? -2 and +8. So, -2 and +8 basically gives you +6. So, and their relative position does not matter, their total charge enclosed by the surface itself is only matters. So, +6 microcoulomb is the correct answer, because if you add -2 and +8 you get +6, right. Now, let us move on to the next question. Question number 21, charges are conserved for open system, isolated system, any system, no system, okay. So, easy question, obviously no system charges are conserved, we know that charges are conserved, but when charges are conserved? Anytime, only for specific cases when the charges is conserved. Even though the question is easy, question answer might not be so simple. So, you have to be careful while answering. Karnataka, most of the students are now answered question number 20D, Varija already answered 21B, yes, Pratima also answered 21B, yes, 21B is the correct answer. You have to remember that charges are conserved for isolated system, it is not conserved for any system, any arbitrary system. If it is the open system, the system is open, that means I can have some extra charge from outside, I can give some charge to the outside. So, charges will not be conserved, but if the system is closed, then only thing that can charges do, they can make positive negative charge pairs, always pairs might come total charge will remain constant. Okay. Even though the individual numbers of positive and negative charge can change, but total charge of the system will remain constant. So, you have to remember either isolated, sometimes the same term that is used is closed system. Closed system or isolated system, charges will be conserved. What happened, Karnataka? Why are you giving this smiley to me? I don't understand the meaning of this smiley. You guys are Gen Z generation. I am slightly older than you, so maybe I am not aware of it. So, please share your thoughts if you think anything else. Krishna, Pratima, they have all answered correctly, but okay, Karnataka answered 21A. Oh, okay, I understood. So, 21A is not correct, 21B is the correct answer. Yes. 22. Okay, question number 22. I missed your answer at first, so you are lucky. Okay. 22. Now answer it correctly. The SI unit of surface charge density is. This is from your previous year question. This is one of the previous year question I liked the most, because when I was discussing with students, most of the students have answered this easy question incorrectly. Okay, and even they are making me confusing. Okay. So, they are making me confused to answer what is the answer. So, after thinking for straight for 2 seconds, I was able to answer this question. Now, tell me, what is the SI unit of surface charge density? Surface charge density. Now, I am giving you obviously as usual a hint. Surface charge density is Q divided by area. Q divided by area. This charge, this term density sometimes is confusing. That is it. Okay. I know who will going to answer it correctly. Karnataka, yes, Karnataka, you answered it correctly. Coulomb per meter square. Now you can celebrate. Krishna, Varija, obviously Varija is first as usual. Pratima, Karnataka and Alia, all are correct. Answer is option B, Coulomb per meter square. Coulomb is the unit of charge and area is obviously meter square, right. So, Karnataka, thumbs up for that your answer. Don't be sad, you may people make mistakes, you have to accept that. Even I can make some mistakes sometimes, small mistakes, but you have to correct it and move ahead, right. Now, SI unit of electric field, easy question, easiest question. Okay. But yes, these are the powers, not powers are not coming properly. So, you have to be careful. What is the SI unit of electric field? Another unit, we have already seen one unit, here is another unit. It is easy question. So, yes, 23C is the correct answer, Newton per Coulomb. I do not want to waste too much time. So, electric field is basically force by charge, that is Newton per Coulomb, right. Easy question. I think if this question comes in your PU board exam, you can answer it without thinking much. Now, this is slightly tricky question. The angle between the dipole moment and the electric field at any point on the equatorial plane. We have answered a similar question, but the question language is changed. Now, it is asked in terms of angles. This is like, that is why I said this is a tricky question, even though concept we have already learned, concept we already know. Okay. So, 24 now guys, 23C is correct answer, 23 is correct answer, 24A, Varija is saying 24A, Jeet Pro, hi Jeet Pro, you are late, we have almost completed 1 hour, Pratima 24A, dipole moment and electric field and equatorial plane, think and answer. Varija, Jeet, Pratima, your answers are incorrect. Karnataka says option D. Yes, Karnataka, now you are the hero. Now you are the hero. So, you have to remember that I just said, I just explained that in case of dipole on the equatorial plane, electric field is in this direction, dipole moment is in this direction. So, what is the angle between them? What is the angle between this line and this line? What is the angle? Angle is, this is electric field, this is dipole moment, angle is 180 degrees. So, when everyone is making mistakes, Karnataka figured it out and answered it correctly. Congrats. Yes. So, yes, 180 degrees is the answer. This question is also I think from either your previous year question or from your sample paper. I don't remember it exactly, but this question is very interesting, and I have seen that many students have answered this question incorrectly. Many students actually tend to answer 0 degree. None of you have answered 0 degree, but you should remember this, the angle is not 90 degree, angle is this angle is 90 degree. Yes, this angle is 90 degree, not the angle between electric field and dipole moment. Angle between electric field and dipole moment is 180 degree in this case. Okay, and in case of axial case, okay, let us see the next question. Next question is easy. The electric similar question, electric dipole is placed in an uniform electric field, it is unstable if the angle between the electric field and the dipole moment is. So, and dipole is placed in an electric field, suppose this is a dipole placed in an electric field. Okay. Suppose this is negative, this is positive, so dipole is along this. So, what is the angle between them if it is unstable? Electric dipole placed in an uniform electric field is unstable if the angle between the electric field and the dipole moment is. Very careful while answering this. So, Varija is answering 25D now, Pratima is answering 25C. So, let us see what is the two cases they are saying. Electric field is along this direction. So, what will happen if the angle is 180 degrees? Okay. Now, unstable, this question is from your 2024 exam paper, exactly this question came. So, dipole is, suppose the angle is obviously 0 degree is not the case, 60 degree is some random angle they have given, definitely not the case. So, either 90 degrees or 180 degrees, these two are the options. Okay. Now, if 180 degree happens, what happens? Okay, 180 degree happens means this is the negative charge. Okay. Electric dipole moment, sorry, this is the positive charge, electric dipole moment is from negative to positive, this is the negative charge, right. So, what will happen is this will experience a net force, this will experience a force in this direction, this will experience a force in this direction. So, they will tend to cancel each other, there will be a net force, but that net force will eventually make it move in a straight line, that is not the instability. Instability is if you release it, it will change, it will start rotating. Rotational instability we are talking about, rotational instability happens when they are at 90 degree position. Why at 90 degree position? Because torque acting on the dipole, uniform magnetic field, is basically dipole moment cross electric field, right. So, that is P E sin theta, right. So, what is the maximum value of sin theta? Maximum value of sin theta is sin theta equals to 1. So, that is theta equals to 90 degrees. At 90 degrees the torque becomes maximum. So, that is why we say that it is most unstable when theta is 90 degrees. Again Varija, your answer is wrong, Rocky, your answer is wrong, Karnataka answered it correctly again, and Pratima answered it correctly again. Okay. So, yes, option is option C. Initially when I saw this question paper, without thinking anything, I thought okay, option D is the correct answer, but when I analyzed it little bit, then I realized no, 180 degree cannot be the answer, answer is 90 degrees, because this question is based on the torque acting on a dipole, right. So, torque acting on a dipole is important, and because it is an uniform electric field, sorry, one more thing, I made a mistake, because it is an uniform electric field, what will happen that these two forces will cancel each other actually. This is unstable equilibrium. You have learned there are three equilibriums, right. One is stable equilibrium, one is unstable equilibrium, one is completely unstable, one is stable equilibrium, right. So, there are three cases, right. Neutral position, then like this, right. So, first of neutral position means even if you remove it, it does not change. Stable equilibrium means even if you drop it somewhere, it will change. Here it is unstable equilibrium, if you move it from some position, it will start falling either this side or that side, right. So, this is kind of equilibrium, but unstable equilibrium, not the unstable, most unstable. Unstable means it is not stable at all, you cannot keep it there. Equilibrium means it is type of equilibrium. Okay. So, that is why this question is tricky. I hope you are clear of the idea that you cannot keep it at the 90-degree position at all, but in this case at 180-degree exactly you can keep it for time without disturbing it. If you disturb it, it will rotate obviously, but at 90-degree you cannot keep it at all. That is the most unstable, not the equilibrium unstable. If they ask you unstable equilibrium, then 180-degree would be the correct answer. Now, next question, the SI unit of electric flask is. Now, answer this question, this is also an easy question. The SI unit of electric flask, I have already answered it once. This might come as a single question as well. Electric flask is EDS, that is Newton per Coulomb meter square. So, Newton per Coulomb meter square, question number option C is the right answer. I am not wasting too much time, easy questions. Now, Coulomb's law of electrostatics agrees with, yes, now answer this question. Coulomb's law of electrostatics agrees with Ampere's law, Newton's third law of motion, Ohm's law, Faraday's law. I am not seeing any live comments. If you are live, please comment. Rocky is saying B. Krishna, please mention the question number. Rocky also please mention the question number. As I said, there is a delay between your answer and my stream. So, that is why I say try to answer it with the question number, so that there is no confusion, right. So, Coulomb's law of electrostatics agrees with Newton's law of Newton's third law of motion. So, what is the force here? F12. What is the force here? F21. So, they are equal and opposite. So, that is the Newton's third law. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. So, that is why this agrees with the Newton's third law of motion. Next question, electric field inside a spherical shell. Okay, this question is also I have answered indirectly. So, answer this question 28. I want to finish it in 5 minutes, 5 more minutes. I have 2 more questions to go after this. So, Bharat Kumar, send the physics. I cannot send you the physics. I can teach you physics. I can not even teach you physics. I can learn physics with you. That is the more important term that I want to say. Okay, I am still learning like you all. Okay, there is no end in studying physics. Yes, Rocky saying question number 28C. Karnataka 28C. Kruti is saying 28C. Alia is again saying 28C. Pratima is saying 28C. I do not know what happened to my most consistent student Varija. He or she was here for a long time, but somehow she answered 2 questions wrong, and then he or she left. Anyway, so electric field inside a spherical shell, they are saying 28C. 28C, yes, it is 0. Electric field inside a spherical shell is 0. As we know, electric charges always stay on the surface. So, no charges stay on the inside. So, it is 0. Now, I think this is a repeated question. Somehow this question is repeated. Charges are conserved for isolated system, not open system, isolated system. Now, again question number 30. Now, let us check the last question. I am giving you 2 minutes to answer this easy question. The total electric flux through closed surface in an air is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by that surface. This is the statement of 28C. Rocky, Karthik, Krutik. Now, answer question 30. Question 29 we have already answered. Pratima, we have already answered 29, that was somehow repeated. I have not checked it, my mistake. So, you are getting actually instead of getting 30 questions, you are getting 29 questions. Okay. So, I will try to compensate that in our next class next week Monday also I am taking class. My Monday is also my live class. So, you can I will give you 5 extra questions, right. Okay. Pratima 30C, Gauss's law of electrostatics, Gauss's law of electrostatics, Rocky, Krutik, Kannadiga, yes, 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 Gauss's law in electrostatics, yes, the correct answer. So, I hope you enjoyed today's lecture, and any comments, any suggestions that you want from me, do not forget to mention that in the live main comment of this live video. Do not comment on the live video itself, because that will be difficult for me to track once this video is over. I will not be able to read your comments. So, mention them in the main comment below, how you liked the session, how long you have enjoyed the session, if this helps you in future, and how I can improve in future. So, all the suggestions, all the feedbacks that you have from me, because this is the first solo live for me as well. I have done live with my team, but never as a solo live. I have taken live classes a lot, but in the real classroom, but here I am taking live on YouTube. So, whatever comments, whatever feedbacks you have, please mention in the comment section of the main video. I will definitely try to implement. And one more thing that I forgot his name, Shankar, please mention your philosophical thoughts in the main comment below. I will try to read, and definitely I will reply to that, right. So, with this note, sir, not understanding how to prepare for KSET from now. Karnataka, Aishwarya ma'am will be making a video how to prepare for KSET in 3 months. KSET dates are already announced. I know if you have seen our update in our channel, that is already released in our channel. So, you have already the first, we are the will be always try to update you as soon as we know something is happening. We will update you on that, right. Rocky, PYQ we will definitely do. PYQ for KSET you are saying, or PYQ for Karnataka? Yes, for KSET Aishwarya ma'am will do a live, Aishwarya ma'am will do a session of 33 months preparation strategy, how you can prepare for KSET along with PU board. Do not worry about that. So, that will be, that is on the pipeline. Tomorrow maybe, or after this lecture maybe you will get that video. Okay, do not worry, that will come today only, right. Today you will get that update in our channel. So, for that you have to subscribe to our channel if you have not yet subscribed. KSET PYQ, yes, KSET PYQ is on our agenda. We will do that. Right now we are slightly slower on KSET aspect, because most of the students are busy on their PU board, and right now pre board is going on. Next month there will be lab experiments. So, PYQs before your exam schedule is started, we will definitely complete the PYQs. Do not worry about that. PYQs is on our agenda. We have done a PYQ. One version of the PYQs are already done in our channel during our KSET 60 out of 60 series. You can check from there. Otherwise, we will do a dedicated PYQ session for all the subjects, physics, chemistry and maths. That is also in our agenda. We will try to complete that before you actually look for your KSET preparation, right. Yes, we will take care of that. Okay. Tomorrow timing Karnataka 6 p.m. every day except this week Saturday will be special. Aishwarya ma'am will take chemistry class. From next week onwards, Monday to Friday will be our live classes. Okay, Monday I will take, Tuesday Aishwarya ma'am will take, then Ankit sir will take mathematics, then biology, Jasmine ma'am will take biology, and Friday is a rotational class. So, every week there will be either physics or chemistry or bio or maths, there will be a rotational class every week on Friday. Okay, based on the teachers availability. Generally we will try to rotate according to our daily schedule. For example, next week I will take the class on Monday, I will take the class on Friday as well. Next week Aishwarya ma'am will take the Friday's class. The week after that Ankit sir will take Friday's class. Then last week Jasmine ma'am will take Friday's class. That's why that's how we try to complete as many chapters as possible. Once the teachers are completing their chapters, maybe I will take more classes on Fridays, right. So, that is a flexibility that we have amongst ourselves, right. Shankar, you are from Gurukul. Yeah, I was in Gurukul last year. So, if you know me, please say hi. Also many good friends of mine are still in Gurukul from your faculty team. Say hi to Ravi sir from my side. Karnataka, thank you. Yes, Shankar, I know where Gurukul college is. Obviously, Pratima, I am Pratima. Yes, Pratima, hi. Any questions solving? Pratima from Chamrajanagar, yes, hi. So, question solving means we are solving MCQs. All the other long term questions you can check anytime. We have solved a lot of questions in Brahmastra series, all the subjects, physics, chemistry, maths, biology, and we are doing paper analysis for Bangalore South. If you joined late, I told you that almost 80% of the questions are exactly from our Brahmastra series. If you add the MCQ series to that, almost 95 to 99% will come from our classes only. So, you can be confident, you can join as many live sessions as possible. I will try to keep it within 1 hour 15 minutes, 1 hour 20 minutes, so that we do not lose out on your study time as well, right. Super Rocky, yes. Yes, right. I understood your teaching, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Pratima. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Pratima and one, I don't know whether she is a girl or she is a boy. You two are consistent, and along with Karnataka joined from second half, but he was also consistent. Varija was there with from the beginning, but he or she got disconnected at the end last few questions. Karnataka joined after first few questions, but he was also stayed. I hope he is also he. Karnataka, maybe if you are she, please mention. Karnataka also stayed with me for almost 80% of the class, right. Pratima, Karnataka and Varija, these three students are consistent, and Shankar was there. In between he left after a few philosophical lines, then he left out of the discussion, then he came back again. Yes, Shankar, and I request you to mention whatever the poems that you are writing, mention in the main comment. I will try to read and I will definitely comment, right. So, if you do have any other questions, please ask. I have few more minutes, then I will conclude this session, right. My lecture is over. If you want to check the lecture again, you can stop the live, you can go back, see all the 30 questions that I have solved, and if you have any other questions from that you want to know, that you can ask it right now, Pratima. Yes, Pratima, that is why we are doing it live, because students sometimes they not able to answer it properly. So, if you have any doubt, any queries, we will clear it immediately and you will enjoy the session. So, I ask you to join my all the session, not only my sessions. Tomorrow Aishwarya ma'am will come, then again Monday I will come. So, join all the sessions, try to join as many a session as possible. If you are weak in physics, join my class. If you are weak in chemistry, join chemistry Aishwarya ma'am's class. All the teachers are doing live till Monday to Friday, okay, every week, okay, till your PU board exams are coming. I will try to close it as quickly as possible, all the chapters. I know physics has physics has 14 chapters, chemistry 10 chapters, maths also a lot of chapters. I don't know how many chapters are there right now. Biology also a lot of chapters, right. So, you have to study all the chapters. Take Preet, sorry sir, I am not able to attend. Don't worry, Take Preet, you can see my session. The videos will be still be available in our live series section. We will make a playlist from there. You can check it anytime you want. First 30 questions is done. You can skip the end part. Obviously, end part we are having some informal discussion. Starting part, some in the starting part and some ending part you can skip, but rest of the class is through. I have not discussed anything outside my class, so that anyone watching later on, they don't feel that okay, sir is discussing too much out of the context. No, I have only kept whatever extra discussion, I done some extra discussion at the beginning and some extra discussion at the end, so that my lecture is clear, so that whenever you want you can check that part, right. Aman, how to join PU2 series? Yes, the link is given in the description of this video. You can check it out. PU2 series is currently you can wait. I can give you one thing. if you have not yet joined, you can wait little bit more, some surprise will come for you, then you can join the PU2 series. Okay. Next class, which chapter? Next class for physics will be the second chapter, that is electrostatic potential and capacitance. Okay. If you have any questions, you can come, and obviously I expect Karnataka, Pratima and obviously Shankar and Anaga will be there present and answering the question, Varija, right. So, I expect all of you are coming, but anyone wants to join the PU test series, the link is given in the description, but if you trust me Salpa, then wait for 1 week, okay, then you can join. Pratima, Darshan, I am so excited to watch a live class, sir. Yes, 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 I am too excited to interact all of you through this channel. This is the first time I am doing a solo live, as I said. Hi sir, yes sir, yes, yes, yes. Monday 6 p.m. I will be live. Tomorrow 6 p.m. Aishwarya ma'am will come live, and also don't forget to join her class, right. With this note, I am almost done with the class. So, I will conclude this lecture. You can go back to your studies. I know your midterm exam, your pre-board exam is going on. So, do not waste much time, go back to your studies. Once your pre-board exam is over, then we can extend the discussion session little bit longer, but right now I know all of you are having some exam. So, tomorrow whatever exams you have, or maybe Monday you have exam. So, please study, right. Bye.